Hello, this is Solomon. We're going to be looking at 5 replays. Got back into Fintil very recently. Right here's the first game. I have a lot of thoughts on Fintil. First and foremost, recently is I feel like there's kind of boring in turn. Like there's not. I feel like there's not really a whole lot of deck strategy. Like there's the most optimal deck. Like you can like what early runs. It's the same thing every single game. And I've been running this almost every single game. In terms of being optimal, I'd probably drop the barbed wire from mine, but I like barbed wire, so. Like, I try other decks, but they don't feel nearly as reliable as this one. Or just other, like, most meta decks. There's stuff like Ferret Siege and whatnot, but it's just. I don't know, lots of decks are just difficult to make work. Anyway, so, Delthius is running. He's actually running a very similar deck, except Wolf Fox instead of Boar and barbed wire. Wolf Fox being a interesting combo, one you barely ever see. One for fast expand. Yeah, this is a. Yeah, and I really like this deck. And I'm good with it. I'll say that much, but it's pretty straightforward. It's basically just some sort of 2-base Boar timing, lots of tier 1. Then just choosing reinforcing the tier 1 if I don't win with the first fight right away. So yeah, the game's going pretty well for me. Like I'm already ahead on the farm. Like he's still building his mill, so ever so slightly ahead. It's going lots of lizards. Both going squizzard. I'm putting barbed wire in the back. Let's speed this up. Oh, he tries to flank, but that doesn't work. Then he decides to put his lizards right here, which is a bit. Try to go in on it to get some kills, but unfortunately I do not kill anything. Getting chameleons now. Making more farms. Gonna make a video on Fox soon, probably. On why Fox is not a good unit, or there's lots of problems with Fox that I'll go into whenever I make that video. Some barbed wire for defense, so I'm just gonna do 8. Once my second meal is fully saturated, I'm just gonna put down the board. It's going double chameleon. There comes the board. Kinda well hidden. Or kinda hidden, I'll say. I can kill his commander if he tries to scout, if I'm there. Getting his third mill. He is also getting. Oh, he's going double tier 3. That's greedy. That's really greedy. And he's going up farms. LMAO. I get some falcons too. Mostly tier 1. Mostly more tier 1. Like he's supply blocked on a fox. Well, now he's a. Is he gonna get the fox out? Oh, he does, but it's way too long. And the wolf is so late. Like it's not even gonna be buffing these units. That's the problem. Since it takes a little bit of time to apply the wolf buff, and he wanted to be applied to the right units too. Like, see, these chameleons aren't being buffed yet. So the wolf is only like 40 HP. So like the boar one can kill the wolf if there's a little bit of damage on the wolf. Like what this happened. So yeah, that's GG. I just have so much more units, and all his production is forward, so I'm gonna give me killing his production too. Sells off the wolf, and he's trying to let the fox get out, but it's just like GG. I was just ahead on my macro this game. Then he went really greedy with the third mill, double farm, double tier 3. Squizzard Mirror. Yeah, interesting map. Both have 2 mills. I like my mills ever slightly more. Since this mill is kind of exposed since it's on low ground. Running a different deck, he has moles. Decided to opt for fast expand this game. Then I go ahead and take this mill, so I'm trying to hope he doesn't scout it out. But he can reasonably assume I put down a mill since he scouted my base and then see I spent my first 60s food. They both sound triple tier 1. Then he grabs the mill, so I respond with quadruple tier 1. That's the only problem I have with the fast six. Well, there's a couple problems, but this is one of the things I'm not huge on the fast expand, at least when I do it like this, because I end up putting down a bunch of tier 1 warrens in order to have a bunch of units out quick, but an enemy can tech up to tier 2. I'm stuck on like mass tier 1. And it just feels slightly awkward to transition sometimes. So I see lizards going out, so I go for the intercept. Then I kill a bunch of lizards for free, put down a warren, since I'm just trying to go in here and kill them. I have very bad micro here, but I just have so many more units. And I barely get the warren. Should have micro there. But it's good, since now he's down 2 warrens. It's 4 warrens against 6 warrens, so I have 50% more production. And I also killed a farm, so... Or he sold the farm, I'm not sure which. So yeah, I'm in a really strong position, since I'm just so ahead on army. Go ahead and kill the cabin. Laying down another lizard warren. I just have a lot more skills here. And that's... It was close, but that's pretty much GG. Going up the farm was greedy. Okay, here is a game against James. Boar OP. Wow, well, that's a hell of a deck. Skrill, Toad, Chameleon, Boar, Fox, Sniper, Balloon. Boar Foxes. I want to like Fox so much, but this is not a good unit in my opinion. But Boar and Fox do complement each other well. Very well. Yeah, pretty interesting map. Like, I get 3 easy meals. He gets 1 easy meal. Then there's this one, which is kind of easy to defend. I mean, as the cliff, but like if I have Falcons, it's awkward for him to defend this, especially of army positioning, since like you can't put your army in like the middle of this all this swamp and like so much cliff in the way. Like it's really hard to make that work. You can't really position your army here to try to react to someone pushing against this mill. So definitely awkward. Go fast expand. Putting down double tier 1. Putting down triple tier 1. I should have scouted him first, but I didn't, so. Yeah, I'm going up on the farms now. He's ahead of me, both in tech and eco ever so slightly, which is annoying. I tried to do a lizard flank, but he sees it. Since he sees that the lizards aren't in my army. Fortunately, I managed not lose any lizards, which is really nice. Again, my game plan is the same. Like with this deck, it's pretty much always going to be some sort of 2-base boar. Okay, that chameleon got away with like 1 HP, which was pretty not awesome. Or did I kill it? Wait, did I kill the chameleon? Oh yeah, well that wasn't worth it then. Chameleons counter barbed wire, they say, when that's distinctly, or maybe not distinctly, maybe that's not the right word, but that's very not true. Because all you need to do is kill 1 chameleon. Because barbed wire, like a chameleon needs to kill 6 barbed wire to make its value up if the chameleon dies, which is a lot of barbed wire to go about getting your chameleon killed. Sure, chameleons and moles can hit barbed wire, but if you kill the mole, kill the mole or kill the chameleon, you're getting a lot of value. So I'm just doing this since I'm not sure if he took a 3rd mill yet. So he goes 5 farm on his 2nd mill, then gets 4, which sometimes I do. Like sometimes I do a 4 farm, 5 farm, 6 farm, 7 farm, 8 farm on my 2nd mill. It just depends on how the match is going. But he's behind on eco, and he only really gets it about 20 seconds before me, so it's not really a huge deal. Really going heavy on the toads. Toads are like, I don't know. I can't really say much on them since I never used them. I don't think they're really that good. Like I don't need them. So I guess Skrill Toad is good against Lizard, but I just won Lizards against Lizard. So there's another barbed wire, which is, I mean, I get a lot of damage on the chameleons. He's gonna heal it, but like you can't attack in like the next 10 seconds. I guess it's just really insignificant in my opinion. Like wow, he killed 2 barbed wire. So like, oh, he killed the barbed wire. Now he can't attack. No, he can't attack because he just lost like 80% of the health on those 2 chameleons. So, and 20 food, like that doesn't matter at this point in the game. So his Boar's out, but again, mine's like only 20 seconds away. 4 falcons, 2 chameleons, lots of tier 1, 2. Look, I just delete 2 chameleons right away that are hitting the barbed wire. So I had a kind of a botched engagement. Like I lost a lot of lizards to the boar, but like again, I deleted 2 chameleons. So yeah, now his boar's dead. Now my boar's out. He has no tier 2. It's just super GG. I lost 1 farm. I lost 2 farms, but I'm about to re-up 2 farms on the 3rd mill. And now all he has is tier 1 and chameleon, so I can just kite back with the boar and kill all this shit. Like, I have a lot less units here, but my boar is just doing so much damage. It's crazy. And he doesn't have any pigeons to even heal. Plus, his production's very forward, so I can kill all his production too. Yeah, look all his tier 1's just dying. I also sold off 1 falcon war and 1 of chameleons. So yeah, it's GG. Also, his toads like didn't do anything in the fight. I didn't actually look why that was. Maybe they ran into the pigs, or maybe I guess they exploded on the lizards. But like, yeah, the toads didn't do anything. Also, now that I think about it, why would you have toads and boar in the same army? Like, I can understand the same deck since you can get toads out early, but is it really worth it to have toads and boar at the same time? Like in an army, that seems redundant and like bad redundancy. It's not useful. Here's a game against Mocaccino where I try to do my chameleon ferret push, which I've made a video on, and I have videos of the past of doing this. Just something I just like to throw out every now and then. It's not. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but nice switch up, I guess. So is it just me? But I've seen 0 people run skunk like the last few days since I've joined. Like I've only played against a couple of people, but Mocaccino, James, Delthius, none of them are running skunk. So since skunk's just like, why get skunk instead of chameleon? Unless you're doing skunk snake, but now skunk just seems rare nowadays. Do a hidden tier 2. Goes double tier 1. Since again, I'm doing the ferret chameleon push, which I try to make hit as early as possible. So I go quick tier 2 if I can. So it actually takes me a second to notice this. I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, why is there blue stuff on my mini map? Well, yeah, it just ends up selling it. I'm putting down the ferret warren. Again, it's greedy, but people don't usually assume. The people assume it's like a chameleon or something. They don't assume it's a ferret, so they don't usually attack. Again, the timing here is push when the first ferret comes out. Since you only need one ferret to do its job, really. Because, like, the ferret's just there to harass and get value, which one ferret can do fine. They're, like, forced to fight. So I try to run them into the mines here. I don't know. I think I just... Oh, he has double chameleons, so... Yeah, that just went very poorly for me. So I'm like, okay, let me sell off the chameleons now, since... Or let me sell off the ferrets, since... If I'm not running, like, a ferret siege deck, if I'm just running ferrets in, like, a normal deck, per se, I'm just gonna sell off the ferrets. Like, why keep them around? Let me just go double chameleon and play normally. Because if the ferrets didn't work the first time, I mean, they're probably not gonna work the second time. Unless I can see a way for me to adjust the situation so that does work the second time. So he has so much more tier 1. I'm losing so much production. Yeah, like he just has so much more tier 1 here, so. Like, whoopsie. This isn't good. Yeah, and SCG, like he doesn't. I don't surrender yet, but that's basically the end of the game. There's no way I'm coming back unless Mocaccino really fucks up. I'm lost. I lost so much value. I lost a lot of army. Well, a lot of my losses were roughly the same, but I lost a ton of warrants. And he's ahead on farm, so I think I just end up surrendering after a little bit because I'm like, yeah, this isn't working. Oh, okay, no, I do try to fight. Now again, I kind of already gave up, so that was kind of a YOLO move right there. Just waiting. Okay, yeah. Oh, so I do try to flank lizards. That's what I try to do. Unfortunately, he notices. It's like, whatever. Yeah, I killed some Warrens. I should have killed the Warren here since Warrens have no HP. Maybe I do? Yeah, he gets a wolf out, so I'm like, fuck. But I did get 240 through the value there for 9 lizards. But he has a wolf out, like I'm just so far behind. Oh yeah, now I remember what happens. So I'm like far away and can't react right away. He actually kills my mill here with the Woof Puff Chameleons, which is like really not awesome. And I should have rebuilt the mill right away, like sell something off. But like, so he's down all his chameleons, so I actually have an army advantage here, I think. Well, I actually do manage to win the fight somehow. But like, I don't have any farms, so it's like, yep. I just kind of tap out. Like again, I should have done something to try to. Like I just killed a Hawkhorn there, so you can't sell that. Like again, I should have rebuilt right away. But oh well. No, I just surrender since I don't have the time to put before him. Last game. Also against Mocaccino. Running the same deck as am I. Interesting map. Okay, so look at what he does. Because Mochaccino had really bad, I want to say, tempo this game. Like, he tries to do this really far away mole rush. I guess right here. Oh yeah, since the pigs are on this side. Do a fast expand. So yeah, I see this happening. I'm like, oh, since I was looking at the minimap, but look, wait, the pig's gonna build anyway, so I'm good. Loses the mole, so that's 20 less food for him. So I'm basically actually really ahead in terms of macro because I already have my mill built. But I don't go to farm yet because again, I like to play really defensive on my fast expand. It's kind of almost contradictory. But like most people try to punish a fast expand, so I just end up going lots of tier 1. My fast expand instead of going farms right away. Oh, so he does this, which is I don't know, that was kind of trolly. Since he loses Nether Mole, then he loses 5 more food selling the Warren because the Warren took damage. So yeah, he's just like lost a significant amount of food. So I go for this fight here. Like I didn't expect him to have so many skills since he tried to mole rush twice. I fall back. I mean I only lose a couple of units, so it wasn't huge, but I should just win up farms. On the flip side, he does actually lose a bunch of skills here. Like a lot more than I do. Kills a Warren, but I still won out of that trade. Except I do this now, and I actually... So I kill a pig. Actually, now is a pretty good trade for me. Well, okay, so 3 lizards. Like, I lost 3 more units, but I killed the pig. So I still come out ahead there. Yeah, I was just playing so defensive. I could have definitely gotten up like 1 more farm easily. You know, I'm staying on the master one. When I fast expand, like I stay on tier 1 a lot longer than when I don't fast expand. But now I'm going up to tier 2. Now Mocaccino does the same. I think. Yeah, okay, he does. I guess I'm slightly ahead on farms. I'm about to get my 3rd farm while he just started building his 3rd farm. Getting another skill warren. 2 more skill warrens, actually. Yeah, it feels so weird. Like, I mean, hindsight is 2020, and I'm spectating, so I can see everything. I just really defensive play, but I think it's just because I've lost so many games because I've gone too greedy. So now I tend to stay on the safe side a lot of the time. Going for. Okay, yeah. Oh, here was the plan behind this. So I'm not going for boar, but I have the lizards. So the plan was I send my lizards over here to distract them and keep my army over here. So either he's not stopping my lizards, or he's going after my lizards and I can engage my army. But it, like, I have this really bad engagement. I should have rallied. Okay, whoa. Okay, wow, I didn't realize that. So I thought this was gonna be a disaster for me, but it was like it was still bad, but it wasn't total disaster. I just realized that's because this commander died, which is pretty funny. And I killed 2 building farms, which is nice. And I also killed some farms over here. They're gonna go fallow soon, but it's still something. Anyway, so yeah, I lost a lot more units, but I killed a lot of economy. I'm scouting. Seeing as you're building the farms, going tier 2. So at this point, I decide, well, I'm just gonna go tier. I'm just gonna go grab the boar. Might as well. And I decide it's not worth hiding because, like, I know I'm ahead right now. Because, like, he has inferior economy. Putting out falcons. I just want to mix little falcons in with my boar push, at least 2. Yeah, he grabbed the 3rd mill, which, like, maybe he regrets that. And yeah, he's trying to put down more falcons. Oh my god, like, he has no tier 1, damn. Yeah, I've seen Mocaccino do this a lot. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But he really likes to go heavy tier 2 against 4. I prefer tier 1 heavy with boar timings, even against other boar, potentially, because I'm also looking at it after the first fight, because tier 1 reinforces so much quicker. So you can keep the pressure and, like, re-attack right away. Go ahead and grab my 3rd mill. Putting down another mole warren, or just a mole warren. So now my boar out, and I was trying to think about where to attack. Now I knew his army was most likely going to be somewhere right here, and I didn't feel like attacking in the high ground, so I actually decided to push this way. Since I know his army probably isn't here, it's going to put me on high ground and kind of sort of in a little bit of a choke, and I'm going to be hitting production. I'm going to be able to kill the mill, which doesn't really matter, but I'm also going to be able to kill the production before it reacts. On the flip side, he does have the option to base trade me here if he wants, or try to, so I rebuild this mill right away in case of that. So yeah, he tries to ignore my board and just focus down my units, but, like, he loses all his tier 1. And my board just kills a bunch of, does so much chameleon damage anyway, so. And I just had more army. So he ends up losing. So I notice he has moles on the field. So I immediately run back to my base. Since I was paranoid he's gonna have moles somewhere to, like, kill all my mills all of a sudden or something. Because I do not want to lose because of that. Even though that's a very remote chance. So yeah, he had those 2 weird mole rushes in the beginning that only lost value. And after that, I was just ever slightly ahead on the farms, especially right here. So I just ended up getting more army. Yeah, that is the end of this video.